this is going to be a really fun fight. So, fight for the people, right? I think both these guys are really people's champs in a way. We have Kevin Holland versus Michael Page. This is going to be Michael Page's debut in the UFC. Kevin Holland, 25-10. He is 2-3 in his last five. He's coming off of that split decision loss to JDM, like we mentioned last fight. Michael Page, 21-2. He's 4-1 his last five. He's coming off of that leg kick KO in Bellator, and he's making his UFC debut here. Looking for the odds for this fight right now, we have Kevin Holland at -141, opened up at a -135. There was a point where he was a -200, but people took that dog action on Michael Page. Alex, what do you think about this entertaining fight we have here between Holland and Page here?
Yeah, I really don't have much to say about this fight, actually. I think it's hard to pick a side. I really don't know, just because MVP Michael Venom Page has such an interesting style. Like if you watch his fights, he's kind of just I don't know how to really describe it. It's like kind of like Tim Elliott against that one again who was he against? He was against that like one Mexican dude.
Victor Altamirano. Like this.
Yeah. It looked kind of like that. But uh Michael Page, obviously fantastic striker, but has a hole in his game, and that's the grappling and the wrestling. He can get taken down pretty easily and held down. But I don't know if Kevin Holland's going to take advantage of that hole in his game. I feel like it's just going to be striking against striking. Because Kevin Holland should have taken down JDM in his last fight, but
Yeah.
it just remained standing. So yeah, both guys are going to stand and fight. Obviously, both guys are very skilled. Kevin Holland, super skilled fighter, no doubt. But yeah, no pick here. I don't have a good read on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just gonna be a highly volatile fight because I don't think that we're gonna kind of know what's gonna happen until they kind of fight. I think Holland's an entertaining striker, shown to have underrated jujitsu skills as well. Uses range, has power in his strikes, really durable and tough. He's only been KO'd once in his career, and that was that fight against Wonder Boy, where he just kind of had to stop because his hand broke. I think that he has solid jujitsu skills, able to finish fights with chokes, long arms, lend themselves to be able to cinch in those chokes at a high rate. Good at scrambles and transitions. He just doesn't have the best wrestling though, or takedowns. 38% takedown accuracy, lands almost. I mean, I think he lands like 0.78 takedowns a fight. So yeah, I mean, I think this guy is just he's proven to be a company man, right? And what I mean by that is that he had the handshake agreement with Wonder Boy to not grapple, to just have a entertaining main event fight in Orlando, and he didn't take advantage of Wonder Boy's grappling hole there until he had to because his hand broke. um, I think Page, this is going to be a mostly stand-up striking kind of matchup. I think that Michael Page, man, I grew up kind of watching highlights of this guy on YouTube. Like I was like, man, who is this dude that just fights with so much swag, like has some devastating finishes. Like, he just fights like he's the best fighter of all time. Like this is how he fights. Like he's that crazy. It's actually kind of similar to Wonder Boy. I mean, kind of karate, kind of
Yeah,
kickboxing, right?
yeah,
Although obviously just not as like, I don't think he's as efficient as Wonder Boy. It's just more about that entertainment. So both these guys are just going to go for that entertainment, in my opinion, and that's why just going to be a stay away from me. I mean, if I knew that Holland was going to be able to just grapple, then this would be an easy Kevin Holland smash. But it's just been too many fights, and we've seen this guy just not utilize any grappling in his game. I think that him and the UFC just have some kind of deal where he's just going to strike in all of his matchups just to make entertaining fights. So, yeah, I think that pick for me is Kevin Holland by decision, but I'm probably staying away from this myself. I'm just gonna watch it and enjoy the fight.